Does anyone know what this is?
For a power supply.
That's right. It's called a power supply unit. And does anyone know what this is?
A multimeter.
That's right. It's a multimeter. Why is it called a multimeter? Any ideas, anyone?
Can measure voltage. Because it can measure anything. Voltage, current, resistance.
Just a shop. So, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to teach you guys. So that's what I'm always trying to do. But I'm trying to teach you guys about capacitors. All right. So we're going to use this. We're going to give, say, 2.2 volts. That's good. And current 2 amperes is way too high. I'm going to do like, what is that? Half ampere high. 50 milliamperes. Okay. So now the device is giving 2 volts, 2.2 volts to be exact. And what we want to do is we want to see a LED jalite bari. Hey, tada! Do you see that? It's basically what I use instead of a battery. Okay, so battery na use kore, ami eta diye use kore. Are we clear so far? Just an LED on the side. And it's running at, ekhane dekha jay 2.11 volts. That's the voltage across this. And the current is 0.05 amperes. Okay, so 2.11 volts dichi amra and 0.05 amperes. So it's really simple.
Sir, the thing that's glowing.
It's an LED, light emitting diode. So red asset. I also have a different color here. This is yellowish color. So let's put this in here. Okay, there we go. Acha, duita ki eksathe chalano jay? Let's try to see if we can turn them both on together. Current of 0.211 volts and 0.05 amperes current. So what happens when we try to connect to pashapashi? Well, voltage kome geche. Current motamoti same. Current same is because we kept.
Yes, sir. Voltage comer.
Oh man, I might just burn these LEDs. My current badachi. Are you guys noticing that?
Yes, sir.
Oh my god. One puja today jabe. Oh, I think yep, LED dead. LED is now dead. Oh, we're back again. So 0.1 amperes, I think it is. Let's not mess around too much. So, at 2% clear, right? Interesting genius about LEDs is, oh man, if you connect it in reverse polarity, then LED কাজ করে না. So, for example, that's why it's called a diode. So if you look at this diode, the two legs, one is longer, one is shorter. The shorter one is usually the negative one, and the longer one is usually the positive one. So, eta ami connect kortechi. This is connected to the positive terminal, and eta ke ami ekhon negative terminal সাথে connect kortechi. Jolse. However, a same LED ta, if I connect it reverse kore, mane I connect it ulti.
Sir, it shouldn't light.
It doesn't light up. It's not lighting. Why? Because it's a light emitting diode. So diodes reverse current flow, but stop reversal of current flow. They only allow current flow in one direction.
Capacitor.
Right.
Capacitor.
This is a capacitor. Whatever capacitance লেখা আছে, কত ভোল্টেজে কাজ করে, এই সেই কত কিছু, ওরও নেগেটিভ পজিটিভ টার্মিনালস আছে, and এগুলা ইউজ করা হয়. So what we're going to do first is we're going to charge up this capacitor. ঠিক আছে? So charge up করলে এটার মধ্যে ভোল্টেজ আছে নাকি না কেমনে বুঝবো? We're going to use this voltmeter. So we're going to put it on the voltage setting. So I put my multimeter on voltage setting. So basically it should be able to measure stuff in volts. And I'm connecting the two terminals to the two ends of the capacitor. Connect kole. Oh wow, this is 8 volts. আমি ক্লাসের আগে when I was fooling around I burnt a few LEDs and I burnt them because I was connecting it to this battery. Does anyone know the voltage of these batteries? এই যে এরকম দেখতে যেগুলো
9.
This is 9 volts. This battery has a 9 volt voltage across it. এটার সাথে আমি যদি এখন এই এলইডি লাইট কানেক্ট করি এলইডি পুড়ে যাবে কেন পুড়বে is because you will be burning through it, right? মানে voltage would be so high এটা burn করবে so এখন if I take a short wire if I just short circuit this I touch it দেখো একটা টাচ করছি জাস্ট একটা ফ্লিক করছি the voltage drop to 0.3 আর একটু যদি টাচ করে রাখি কতক্ষণ and now I connect them 0 volts কেন 0 volts any idea so বলছিলাম it's got two plates যেটার মধ্যে static charge জমে গিয়ে so
So it's got this charge.
It was charged but when you connect the two terminals together তখন it gets discharged so এখন দেখো সবাই ভালো করে খেয়াল করে দেখো if I touch the two terminals এই যে দেখো মানে negligible voltage বলা যায় 0.12 volts or something like that ঠিক আছে now this is my 9 volt battery this is my capacitor and I just এই যে কথা দেখছো এখন যদি আমি আবার কানেক্ট করি দেখো 9.04 volts so this just stored the energy from the battery still inside it. This can store up to 63 volts and the unit is 4700 microfarads that's like how many coulombs of charge per volt but it can work up to 63 volts so the magical part inside it is basically what stores the static energy so before we go into what's inside it আমরা এটাকে আবার দেখো if we connect the ends again we connect them এই যে দেখো 8.93 right so let's just make the two terminals touch with the wire so আমরা একটা lead আছে এটা দিয়ে আমি এই যে just এইটা একটু টাচ করলাম touch oh wow so now I'm going to try charging up this capacitor to 30 volts don't try this at home so yeah this is me charging up this capacitor I guess why is it because capacitors charge almost instantly so 30 volts পর্যন্ত চলে যাওয়ার কথা okay done oh wait no look are you seeing this are you guys seeing this
Yeah.
oh my god okay I shouldn't do this too much my team is going to kill me let's see আমাদের এখন রিডিং কত আসে মাল্টিমিটার that sucks only 1.1 let's charge this up a little more okay I'm going to do something really unpopular now so again don't try oh my god capacitor অনেক গরম হয়ে গেছে so এটা আমি চার্জ করতেছি এরকম জাস্ট কানেক্ট করে হ্যাঁ 8.8 volts আসছে okay let's not do this anymore now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put two 9 volt batteries in series what's going to happen if you put 9 volt batteries in series
It's a total 18 volts.
yeah so basically yeah if you put it in series tahale it's going to be 9 volts right so 9 plus 9 18 volts so here I am look at what I'm doing connect now these two together creates a voltage of 18 volts let me check this with my multimeter so multimeter 8 ate ekta lagalam no mate arekta lagalam koto dekhai reading
18.
so I'll add another one because I'm enjoying it and then I'm going to connect this here yeah don't get any ideas guys this is not a good idea so basically if I connect it across here now
28 point something
that's a lot 28.7 এখন আমরা যেটা করবো we'll use this to charge this এখন এটাতে জিব্বা লাগাইলে জিব্বার কি অবস্থা হবে Just no, I'm not going to do that. Sorry. So, এখন এখানে একটা কাজ আছে। কাজটা হচ্ছে we have to connect one terminal to the positive and the other to the negative. Connect করছি. If you guys can see it, just hit at the bottom. I go to connect করে charge করতেছি। So ঠিক আছে, আমি charge করতেছি। Charge করি। এখন how do I know this is charged up? আসলে হয়েছে নাকি না? So one thing I can do, I can just quickly check with my multimeter. Oh wow, 27.3, right? That's the voltage across the two terminals of the
capacitor.
also. But what we're going to try doing is, I can try to show you guys, like, we're going to try making it spark 27 volts, right? JYT. You guys watching?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Here we go. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Did you guys see that? Let's try it again. Acha, এবার আমি একটু দূরে থাকবো। আছে নাকি চার্জ জানি? শেষ। না আছে। Okay, let's check out the voltage now. বলতে গেলে নাই 0.05 volts. Cool. Last একটা জিনিস করবো ক্যাপাসিটর থেকে, that is we're going to try charging the capacitor এইটাকে জ্বালানোর জন্য। ঠিক আছে, we're going to try to light up the LED with the capacitor, but capacitor তো আর 30 volts দরকার নাই, it's going to burn the LED. What we're going to do is we're going to try to charge it up to just 2.2 volts. And current, again, 3.9 amperes power. We're going to have just 0.0 amperes. Sounds good?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Right. So, এখন আবার let's connect the two terminals and let's charge it up. So yes, I think that's it. Charge rates. How can we check? Again, multimeter দিয়ে আমরা check করতে পারি. Let's connect these two, and we have 1.7. That's disappointing. Why is it 1.7? Some energy got lost somewhere. So এটাকে আমরা let's take this up to say 2.8 volts. And now let's charge this. We're going to charge free, connecting it to the ends of the
zero to as a point.
Sir, current 0 thing.
zero আছে because I didn't connect the circuit yet.
Oh,
The power on na. Right? You see the light glowing, the orange output?
Yeah.
So if I turn this off, the 1.05 was checked. And the moment I turn it on, the circuit has no current right now. Now let's check what's the voltage across our capacitor. 1 meter. It's still 1.7. Am I missing out something? 1.6. So let's check with an LED. আমরা এলইডিটাকে কানেক্ট করবো এইভাবে, and let's see জ্বলে নাকি, and জ্বললেও how long it goes for. So keep an eye on the LED because জ্বললে I don't know how long it's going to go on. So no, we don't have any LED জ্বলে না। Any idea কেন LED জ্বলতেছে না?
sir, it's the wrong way around.
Sir, voltage অনেক কম।
ভোল্টেজ অনেক কম হতে পারে। Let's check the LED.
ঠিক আছে।
LED is fine. Most likely, the voltage that we're providing across this is far too low for an LED. So I'm gonna last try kori. Let's try charging up the capacitor. Okay, charge up করলাম। And if we, hey, দেখছিলা?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So charging up the capacitor, right? And then I'll just use this to hold it so that my finger doesn't get in the way. আস্তে করে নাই কাজ করি আমি আবার I'll put this on charge. The charge up. Let me turn the lights off. Okay, so this got charged up. আমি অন্ধকারের মধ্যে I'm trying to do this. Okay, I just lost the LED. Oh no.
Sir, phone আলাদা দেখো।
It's a little bright here. সমস্যা নেই। যে ল্যাপটপের স্ক্রিনটা keep an eye out. এই যে এখন কানেক্ট করতেছি।
Yes, sir, জ্বলেছে।
Yes, sir.
Flow করতে করতে আস্তে 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 it dies out. So capacitors are basically storers of energy. আমরা যখন এই যে static electricity পড়তেছি, this is something that obviously you should be aware of. So, like, what's the magic inside a capacitor? What makes a capacitor able to do this sort of stuff? So metal plates are storing static electricity. Our charge. So yeah, we'll have to test that. We'll have to find out if it's true. So the only way we can do that is if we actually take this apart and see what's inside, and we can start. So yeah, what we're going to do is now we're going to break apart this capacitor and see what's inside it. So yeah. This person always wear protective gloves at least, so that you don't touch your hands. I'm not setting a good example in regards to safety, experimental safety. Yeah. So, okay, this is what we found so far. It's in this silver sort of here. So, niche, there's a layer of gone. There's nothing there. It's a seal kora edik theke. And amra jodi ei pashe there's a black here. So, what we try to do? Let's try. See if we can pull out of this. Yeah. Let's pull out of this. This is usually a type of wax or air that they put on top of the capacitor to seal it off. So yeah, that's what we think. Yeah, otherwise. So usually ওরা করে কি যে capacitor ভিতরে there's this oil. Because there's an oil which is used to, paper it's used to create the insulator between the layers of the capacitor. So so that it doesn't dry up and it doesn't leak. This is it's like an airtight seal. Rubber দিয়ে যেটা করে আর কি, এটা ইয়ে করার জন্য। So I think এদিক থেকে আমাদের ঢুকতে গেলে ভালোই ঝামেলা হবে, but এরপর একটু ট্রাই করি। Let's see if we have any way of getting in. না থাকলে we can always cut through this and try to get. There you go. Yeah, these are always thick like this. So the other option is we can cut through this, cut through the metal and see if we find anything. So yeah, plan B. Start cutting through this. Oh my god. That was close, almost got my finger there. Again, make sure if you ever want to do this sort of stuff, take proper precaution. So I made a hole here. I'll use this, cut through it. Yeah, cut it. Let's get into it. Now you can see the inside of the capacitor, and I really don't know what to expect really. কারণ অনেকদিন পরে খুলতেছি তো ভিতরে কি থাকতে পারে জাদুর জিনিস। Let's find out. কেমন জানি একটা there's this like this. Are you guys seeing this? কেমন জানি একটা oily, waxy something inside there.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So the reason I'm teaching you guys about capacitors is because it's one of the practical uses of static electricity. যে জায়গায় আমরা মানে charge store করে তারপরে you can use it as a and it's the future of energy storage capacitors. Capacitorদের একটা সমস্যা হচ্ছে কি compared to its volume or its weight, the amount of energy it can store is less than a battery or less than fuel. যেটা কারণে মানে we're still trying to develop good storage methods. Whoever can come up with a good, good method of storing energy, like a capacitor on a large scale, so that you can use them in cars and trucks and buses and trains and will effectively change the world. That is the future of energy storage and also the future of transportation. So yeah, that's what the future holds for us. Supercapacitors.
So, sir, now we're using capacitors in mobile phones.
Uh-huh.
So, where do we use capacitors now?
অনেক জায়গায় ইউজ করা হয়, সার্কিটস, ইলেকট্রিক্যাল কম্পোনেন্টস, শর্ট স্টোরেজের জন্য ইউজ করা হয়, ট্রান্সপোর্টেশনে ক্যাপাসিটার্স দের এক্সপেরিমেন্টাল লেভেলে ইউজ করা হয়। তারপর there's these buses, I forgot কোন কান্ট্রিতে, so they call them Kappa buses. So basically those are buses which run on capacitor. Yeah. Okay, so this looks like a cable board. Are you guys seeing that?
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Looks like a chocolate, I guess, if that's the nicest way of saying it. Oh, দেখো দুইটা ইয়েতে connected. দুইটা terminal connected. So, just to show you guys আর কি, আমার আর শখ নাই, কিন্তু যেহেতু এত দূর আসছি দেখানো উচিত তোমাদেরকে. Just to show you guys what we're going to do is I'm going to you. So it smells horrible, ঠিক আছে? And এখন এইখানে if we একটু যদি ঘষাঘষি করি, ta-da! You see that?
So, what is that?
What?
কি কন্ডাক্টর নাকি ইনসুলেটর?
Ground জিনিসটা তো obviously insulator. I think you guys have figured that out by now. And now, if I unwind this, you guys seeing this?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So here you have it. This is what's inside the capacitor. অনেক লম্বা ফিতা। You guys seeing this?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, if I show it.
So, sir, the metal plate is basically this roll.
It's basically two metal sheets. এই যে দুইটা দেখতেছো না? Basically two metal sheets here. They've been rolled on each other. And these are basically what capacitors are. They store charge. দেখতেছো? এই যে দেখো।
Oh.
Okay, so yeah. What we studied today was how basically capacitors work. আমরা অবশ্যই ক্যাপাসিটার্স আমাদের সিলেবাসে খুব করে দেওয়া, মানে এত ডিটেল অবভিয়াসলি নাই, খুব সিম্পল ভাবে দেওয়া যে লাইক ইউ নো ক্যাপাসিটার কি ধরনের সার্কিটে ইউজ করা হয়, বেসিক্যালি টাইম ডিলে সার্কিটস, রাইট? সো ওইসব রিয়েলি সিম্পল স্টাফ দেওয়া, and basically how you use it in a circuit. So capacitors basically do get charged and then they get discharged. That is how it stores energy and then it releases energy to the surroundings when connected to another circuit as required. So that's pretty much all of the stuff I wanted to teach. Okay. Take care, guys. Thank you. We'll continue on Sunday. Hear from you guys again. Take care. Bye-bye.